Good evening, good afternoon. How you
Hey,
doing?
Hello,
how you
everybody. Welcome,
doing?
welcome.
How's it going, Alex? Christelle?
Amazing. Full of energy. Easy day, relaxing. It's fine.
Full of it. It's been a week. How's it gone so fast? What's going on?
Is it already July?
Yeah.
Already July.
How
Alex, are
long?
you getting sleep? What's going on over there?
What do you mean sleep? Sleep is a concept for non-AI enhanced humans. We don't do that here. The AI niche. We don't do that. It's fine.
Got it. Heard.
My hack is the latest hack is just if you go to New York, you go back in time. So that's how it works. You don't need sleep when you go back in time. Think about it.
Okay. It's only a few hours back in time, so I don't think you're going to be able to change the course of history just that
I
quick.
don't like that pessimism, Hando. I don't like in 6 hours you can do everything.
Okay.
I love it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Get AI Creative. This is episode 9, 9% better
We
than
have
we
our
were.
first comment.
Woohoo!
Hi,
Ready,
Tiffany
Let's
from
go.
LinkedIn, the job site. So good to see you, Tiffany from Los Angeles. AI solutionist, enthusiast, strategist. I love it.
We're all
Hi.
enthusiasts, full of enthusiasm. Every video
I love
show.
that expression, AI enthusiast. It's like I am positive and excited about AI.
We all are. We have to be.
all the time. We have to. I love that
We
part.
have
Like
to be.
we have to be.
You
That's
can
what the AI
only be in the
always wants.
club if you're enthusiastic.
You gotta join. You gotta join.
Enjoy AI while you still can.
So whoever's out there, let us know what platform you're on. What if you're joining us from X or from YouTube or from LinkedIn? We'd love to talk to you, see how you're doing, what you're up to, how your week has been. And we've got a few interesting insights to share with you tonight. We've got a little bit of audience participation at the beginning as well, just to sort of gauge a little bit of commentary around where we're at. I've had some interesting conversations with some colleagues over the last few days about keeping up. There's a lot to keep up with. You guys keeping up? Are you able to hold on?
Keep on keeping it up.
I did go to Dan Ryan's Keep on Keeping On show this morning every Tuesday at 10. So good. But yeah, I feel like I'm always putting so much on my to-do list that I kind of never finish it all. But I feel like I'm putting systems in place that are helping me keep up more. So definitely feel like there's progress there.
Good. What about you, Alex? You're the automation king. You've got this locked.
Right. So now let's say the professional part to be like, yes, I do have systems to help me with my work, to do research, content, all this good stuff. My problem is that I'm a workaholic. So like whenever I find shortcuts, I just get more work to do, which kind of creates more problems. So folks, don't do it that way like me. When you build automations, go out and enjoy life, have dinner with the family. With those 2 extra hours, don't reinvest them to get into more work. And then you're like, it's great. It's going great.
That's
Is
it.
Alex only sounding like a robot to me?
No, it's a bit glitchy for me as well. We can hear
Okay.
you, but you
I
do
just
have a
wanted to
little.
make sure
Oh
because it is a
no,
little
my
bit. If we were in
connection.
a space, we would be like, "So you're in the matrix a little bit."
Yikes. Let me do a quick
I don't
screen
know. Let us
testing.
know, people, if it sounds the same for you. Because if not, I can definitely deal with it for the
It's
show.
okay.
But yeah,
It's a
Let
bit
me know
a
if I'm
little
a
bit.
robot or not yet.
It's a
Well, it's
little bit
coming across.
like this. It's a little bit like. Okay, Tiffany says for her too.
Yeah. Okay. So, what you gonna
Well,
do, Alex? What have you got for us? How are we gonna fix this? Fix it live.
actually, this
ChatGPT, how
is
can I be
our
less
friend.
robotic?
This is the digital twin of Alex. So that's why he sounds like a robot, because it's actually, he's asleep. The real Alex Northstar needed to
It's an
sleep.
experiment.
So we brought in the robot version.
Sounds like there's cats. Is there cats in the background?
There's this cat that demands I feed her. So if I go off camera, it's because she just had babies. These cats are wild around my neighborhood, and they just have babies and babies and then demand to be fed. So I don't know whose cat she is, but she comes to me for food and
But
I feed her.
I think she's your cat
Tiffany said
today.
he sounds like he's in front of a fan. Laugh out loud. That's actually, a perfect description. When I was a kid, I don't know if Tiffany's admitting the same thing, but I used to go and talk in front of the fan, and it'd make your voice do that. Okay, we're
90s
gonna.
kids. Is it
Yeah,
better now? Is it fixed?
It's a
it's
bit
okay.
better.
It's
Keep
okay.
talking.
Yeah,
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Don't put pineapple on
It's
pizza.
better. It's
a little
improved.
better.
It's not perfect, but it's definitely improved.
Try my best, folks. It's me and the cat here, like Robo Cat.
RJ
Man
said
here.
we love fan talk.
Fan
Yeah,
talk.
we'll just call this the fan talk segment from Alex.
Fan
That's great.
Welcome to Fan Talk. Thank you for joining us on Fan Talk. So yes, this is Get AI Creative, and we're on to episode 9 already. It's gone pretty quick. We're sort of losing track of days and time, episodes. We do a few different video shows, but we're doing this across all platforms now because we've got audiences on LinkedIn, YouTube, and X, which is great, which is brilliant. We're growing on all platforms. So today, after having a conversation with some people recently, I was trying to think about, right, what's a good way to sort of open the show? And it's, obviously tell you what's going on. We're talking about the attention economy. This is our attention. Everybody's trying to get attention on social media. AI gurus, growth gurus, brands. It's constant. There's just information everywhere. And your time is the economy. You want to give your time away as little as possible, because the more time you give away, the less you have for yourself. So we give you a little trick today to help you through this, which I use, and it works for me. So a little bit of audience participation, just to sort of set the scene a little bit. Anybody recognize this image?
What am I seeing here? What's happening?
I do not
No one knows. Okay, right.
recognize it.
Yeah. So there's
RJ, Tiffany, come on.
Yeah.
Anyone
So we're not going to show
recognize?
on our other show. We share AI images. We're not going to do that today. We watch a lot of films in our yeah, exactly.
So this is a real image.
Real well, yes. It's from a movie. Right.
Josiah's here.
Josiah, perfect. Exactly. You got it, brother.
Good
you know
job.
what it is.
Back to the Future.
Back to
Good
the
job,
Future.
Josiah.
Yeah. So we're trying to save people time, but this is a really cool scene. I was watching it over the weekend, and there's a moment where there's a lady on the horse. The lady's in the purple dress, and she's trying to get onto the train, trying to grab the train, and the train's moving so fast, right? So just keep that in mind, right? Moving fast train. Anybody recognize this image? What's this from?
I know the actor. I don't know the movie, man. It's
Terrible at this
I don't know
game.
if I'm
Terrible
I don't know if
at
I'm
this
the
game.
right generation for this. Yeah.
Look, launch cards here. Cliffhanger. I mean, that's
Yes.
a literal description of what's happening. Yeah. Okay,
That's
good.
it. One hand.
Good job, Justin. I assume that's Justin behind launch cart.
That's it. Right. So we've got a moving train, one hand, trying to hold on. What could be coming next? Is this? Who knows what this is?
Mad Max. I know this one great movie, Mad Max, right? Fury Road.
Exactly. Fury Road. So like, this is Tom Hardy, the English actor, and he's on the front of the van, and they're chasing after this sort of juggernaut that's just boshing through the desert. It's just chaos everywhere. And this is pretty much what social media is like at the moment. There's so much information. We're trying to hold on. We're trying to fight our way through. Growth gurus, stuff everywhere is an onslaught. So like, this is what they all have in common. We're trying to keep up with AI. There's so much of it. And what I've been doing over the last few weeks is trying to do social media, trying to keep up with the tech, trying to keep up with client demands, trying to keep myself sane, and, being a family as well. There's a lot to do. So a quick hack for everybody today. Get all of that information in your head out. This is the problem that people are having, because you're trying to, yes, you know it, because we've been talking about personal branding over the last few months, and we're trying to think of the skills that we have. We're trying to think of the experience that we have. We're trying to show off our personality and build brands online to talk to people, to tell them about what we do, what we love, and what we want to help them with. But how do we do that when we're just completely overwhelmed trying to keep up with everything? It just becomes a challenge for everybody. So rather than being like this guy, what you need to do is use my little hack here. It's very basic, little copy and paste for the good people out there. And how it is I've got a lot of thoughts and ideas.
Take a screenshot, people.
Screenshot
Take
it.
your screenshots.
Screenshot it. It's yours. It's free. I don't need it. I've already used it. I'll be using it again tomorrow because people have we pick up so many bad habits. We're hearing about new tech to avoid tech. People are taking breaks. People are giving up. People are burning out. We're trying to do too much. Everybody's trying to do too much. Just take the foot off the gas a little bit. Get all your ideas, pop them into one little place and collate them. We're not built to collate information about social media, about new business, about chasing bills, all of this sort of stuff. Categorize it, plan it out properly, and get some good diary management in place. You will succeed. So that's my little tip for you this week.
Josiah says, nice prompt. I agree.
Yeah, you got it, guys.
Excellent prompt. That is screenshot worthy.
You know it. That's it. Keeping it lean and mean this week. Going to keep it nice and conversational. Alex Northstar, what do you make of that?
Great prompt. I love it. It's good stuff because like I know a lot of people ask me, like I think 3 weeks ago or something, I was sharing like a similar solution where I was like telling ChatGPT to organize my day. I reached the point where I was like, man, I can't organize it by myself. I just don't know what to do. So I was like, ChatGPT, you organize my day for me. Come on, help me out here. Be my boss. This is what I have to do. Help me do it better. And it did. So then I shared it in my newsletter and people kept asking me, hey, can you give me the prompt? Can you share me what you were doing? So this makes a lot of sense, folks. People are sleeping on this, how much clarity it can give you. Because I think one of the things that we're missing nowadays is not information, it's clarity, right? You got the information, you got the bookmarks. You should be doing a lot of stuff. In what direction? With what? You don't know. So this is where just having a normal conversation, put on your headphones, you go on the voice mode, ChatGPT, you use this little smart prompt here from Hendo, and you say to it like, hey, these are my tasks, help me structure them, help me find order, and make it happen, make my day better. You'll be surprised by what you get. So that's that from Robo Alex.
I love
The
this
real Alex is
so
sleeping over there.
much. This is like one of the best ways I think that we can use ChatGPT is to organize thoughts, lots of ideas. I love what Tiffany said. She does this by writing on a piece of paper and taking a picture of it. This is great. Remember, you all, ChatGPT and a lot of AI tools have vision.
You use this
Where
metaphor.
to?
ChatGPT
Okay, it's like-
can see. Voila, a little
Yeah.
wordplay there.
Has eyes. Cool.
So we're going to move on. Alex, over to you, brother.
Right. So this is what I do, as I mentioned in the beginning. I do like AI education, consulting. I try to help people win back 2 hours per day. That's my main mission, pretty much. Try to help people reclaim their time back by using AI in the simplest way possible. There's more advanced ways also that I teach, but I try to start with simple stuff, right? All right, we can proceed with this one. Just go forward. And today, I have the Prompting God paper, because this is a great paper that I found some time ago, and people are sleeping on this, because these guys did a lot of great work with AI. These are like, researchers at the university, and they try to figure out principles to put AI to work for you, right? To get the maximum output, because we talk, right, about prompt engineering. What is that? How does it work? Keep it simple. It's just how you talk with AI, right? So they figured out, like, I think it was like 24 pages of it, like I think 26 tips. But what I took is like I kind of simplified it a bit, right? To tell you a bit like what they found out when you do your prompting. So we start with controversy, folks, because we have a lot of polite users of ChatGPT. Stop that. You don't need to be polite with them. Put them to it. I'm just joking. You can do whatever you want. But they found that usually, like, if you get straight to the point, it gives like a marginal increase in efficiency and performance, right? Because, sometimes the more context that you add, like, hey, how are you? Here's my task. Can you help me out, right? It's easier when you say it's like, this is your task. And of course, you do some other stuff. But, they found out that it kind of helps you get straight to the point. Now, the interesting thing, though, like if you use positive language, though, like if you try to reward it, you also get a benefit. So there's different ways to play with this. You can either threaten it or give it prizes, and both work. You can try combination. Now, if you move on to the next slide, This is where it has like a lot more tips. Yeah, so this is a block of text you're seeing here, but this is made to take a screenshot, folks, so you can have it for later. I also added there the link of this paper, which is long, but not that long. Now, one of the things that they found out that it just works. It just works. You know, you find it, you see it, and it makes you laugh. It's like, give ChatGPT a tip, like tip it $200 and you get the longer response from it, right? Or for example, you will be penalized. That's what I'm talking when I'm saying like you either use positive reinforcement or negative one. Another one that's guaranteed to work is simply telling it to use this chain of thought technique, which sounds fancy. It's just you add in your prompts, think it step by step. Super underestimated. I added to all of my prompts, and how do I know that this works? Because even the big players are using them. So one of the platforms that I use, for example, to build AI assistants, which is called VoiceLaw, so Crystal knows it. If you go and check what they do their prompting, for example, knowledge base and stuff like that, in the back end, they do use this kind of talk. They do mention to the AIs, like, this is vital for my career or something like that. So they know it's important. If you go and check the system prompt of ChatGPT from OpenAI, they use capitalization. They say you must provide this information. You should never give them copyright information or stuff like that. So I know that this works because the providers of these services, they use them. Like they use these hacks here. Now, another one that's super underestimated is getting ChatGPT to coach you by simply adding to your prompts to telling it to ask you follow-up questions. Because a lot of times, right, you give it a task, you get the output, and then you're like, I don't like this. What helped me quite a few times is like, I'm telling it the context, and I'm telling it, in order for you to do the best job that you can, ask me follow-up information so you can get better context. And what happens is you're switching from a prompt response, it's not good, you're switching it to, let's have a constructive conversation here, where we can add more context, we can have one, back and forth until I get the result that I want, which is quite effective for a lot of times. You also have there, as you see at point 8, the markdown formatting, again, that OpenAI uses when they create their prompts, or they're using it, for example, for like the title, they're writing it in a specific way. Subtitles and stuff like that, because ChatGPT does pick it up. So for us, you will think like, you see this, like, I don't know what this means, but ChatGPT does understand the difference between this kind of markdown formatting with headlines, subheadlines, a lot of other stuff. And they have it in their prompt cookbook, that's how they call it, from OpenAI. They even mention it sometimes when you want to separate stuff, they have this like triple quotation mark, or they like essentially say, for example, you want to separate some context and you put triple quotation mark, your context, and then you close it with triple quotation mark. They say it. So again, when the prompt engineers from OpenAI give you these tips, I tend to believe them because these people get paid a lot of money to tell you these tips. So that's how I kind of do lately my prompt engineering. Definitely check out this paper. It's very interesting also because it goes more in depth by showing you a combination of these techniques. If you do tasks that are more creative or that are more like analytical, if they regard coding, because they have like 24, I think there's like 26 principles, and they combine them in multiple ways, which I find super fascinating. But the cool part is that it actually gives benefits. So they tested this in terms of like accuracy and quality of information, and they noticed improvements of up to 40%. This is significant because if you just talk with ChatGPT, you by yourself, it's not a big deal. But if you're building an AI tool or agents, having weak prompts in a chain of 5 to 6 prompts will essentially destroy your app. It will not work. Because if you have a prompt that gives you like 80% quality and you multiply it by 5, you essentially get something that answers 1 out of 3 attempts gives a decent answer, which is not a product that you can sell. It's not something that's dependable, and you're not going to be able to be successful. So keep it in mind. Prompt engineering is not dead. It's super important, especially if you are an advanced user who wants to build systems on top of it. And I think that's my part for today. Robot
Thanks,
Alex out.
That's really cool. I like the way you were describing how it separates it out, that you get the formatting from it as well, because sometimes when you get responses back, not to the depth that you're talking about, but even from an aesthetic point of view, sometimes when you get a big bank of text back, it's actually really hard to process that information, and you find yourself having to scrub through it all the time, scrolling back up and down through the the user interface to try and find the actual text. So ensuring that you have a good prompt layout is massively beneficial.
Plus, an extra hack for that I can tell you, especially if you do coding, you just need to set no yapping. Tell it, add it to your prompts, no yapping. You'll see a difference.
Right, good to know. I'm going to try it out. I'll probably get told off for yapping too much, talking on all these shows for too long.
Depends
Right.
if you use Sergeant John GPT. That one might get spicy on you.
Amazing. Thanks a lot, Alex. Christelle, how you doing?
Great. I loved that, Alex. I loved prompt engineering. I agree 100%. Prompt engineering is not dead. One thing I like to say, yes, I love this, Josiah. Josiah put up 2 comments that were really great. This one regarding prompting, garbage in, garbage out. When people complain about what they're getting from AI, I'm like, what's your prompt? When people say, oh, it's a terrible article or whatever generated by AI. So I love that. And then also the follow-up questions. What I like to say is treat AI like it's a genius 8-year-old or 10-year-old, maybe even 11 or 12. So simplify the instructions, be really clear, step by step. And I do say please and thank you. And I think we can still get to the point while being polite. Of course, all the other fluffy stuff we don't need. Like, would you mind? Like, I don't think we need to ask. I don't think we need to do that with humans either. It's like, I love
Dear
this.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. Would you mind if, depending on how you're feeling today, and then as far as like, I've heard people say both, incentivize, offer it cookies, a tip, or scare it and punish it. And it's so interesting because this is why I say, I mean, maybe some people shouldn't treat it like they would a child, because I think some people don't treat children very well. But I've never been a fan of like punishing as a way to modify behavior. And that's just me going into my teacher child behavior, stuff. But I think that it's always better to give positive encouragement and incentivize. And so that's what I do. I say I'm going to give it extra credit points because I'm a teacher. So I say if it gets it right, I'll give you extra credit points. And it usually works. Another tip I want to give, because I love prompt engineering and talking about it, and that was so cool what you put up, Alex. What I will do is I will prompt, see the output, and then I'll prompt again to get a better output. And once I get the output that I like, I say, okay, can you now revise the prompt so that it includes all of the learning that we just did? And then I take the prompt that ChatGPT gives me based on that process. So I actually have ChatGPT kind of redo the original prompt. I also do this when I'm coding with ChatGPT. So if I'm like running into errors or, running into blocks, but then we get through it, I say, okay, now let's go back and include all of the things that we just learned what would the prompt need to look like going back? And I always get much better prompts if I actually collaborate with ChatGPT to help me make the prompt. So I love that. I wanted to share that. I don't know if you all have thoughts. If not, I can just jump right into my presentation here. Tiffany says, can we get the link to the document Alex read? Yeah, I'm sure there's a way
I'll share
to
the
do
link in
that.
chat. I'm going to give the link in chat if I can. If not,
Hendo,
haven't
can you go
listened to
back one
Hendo.
slide for me? That was just me responding to Alex since I wasn't asked, but I wanted to respond. So now it's me introducing myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Christelle. I'm an AI teacher, solutions designer. And every week I try to bring you, in the spirit of what Hendo has said, which I love, this idea of, I didn't know we could do that with AI. And then the topic of personal branding and organizing content is really perfect for what the tool that I brought. So I try to bring you one tool that I'm using, that I'm loving, that's incorporating not only AI, but also a tool that I think is great for anyone building a personal brand. So today I want to talk about Buffer. Buffer is a new tool that I'm using. It's a social media management tool, and it's great for creativity. I'm going to tell you why, and it has AI in it. So I looked into a lot of different tools, and this is the one I landed on. I had ChatGPT help me, of course. I literally had ChatGPT write me pros and cons tables of different platforms. So I had it tell me all the different social media platforms and then tell me the pros and cons. And that helped me, in addition to watching, YouTube videos and talking to the community. Tiffany says, yay, Buffer. I love it. Me too. Me too. All right, now I'm ready. I think that was my intro. So I love what I did not see in any other social media platform manager was a great way to ideate on posts. So these different managers allow you to go in and create the posts and publish it. But Buffer was the only platform I saw that actually has a really nice dashboard that allows you to actually plan your posts. So there's different ways that you can use this platform. You can, of course, schedule, publish, but it's really nice to be able to go in there sometimes and just add my ideas. So I love that about this tool. It's not just a scheduler and a planner. I'm sorry, a multimedia, planner. It's also an ideator. It helps you ideate on your content. So I love that. Do either of you use a scheduling tool?
I use Hypefury a lot.
You use Hypefury, but I think that's just for X, right?
No, also for LinkedIn.
Yeah. I was looking for something specifically that would give me as many channels as possible. So this does, we can go to the next slide if that's cool. This does like a bunch. You see all the platforms I have it hooked up with: 2 YouTube accounts, X, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, lots of, and TikTok. I mean, basically all the major platforms. And so of course it allows you to publish as well. I'd love to know if anybody else is using Buffer or what social media platform for management. I did a poll yesterday on X. I think it was yesterday. Look, Alex says all of them. That's right, all of them. I love that. I needed something that covered as many platforms as possible. But yeah, so I'd love to know what you all are using. And the main reason I went to this again is the multi-channel publishing, but also I love the price. They have a great free level, and even like the first paid level is $5 a month. Very user-friendly, and I love the way you can create in here. Yeah, Tiffany says Buffer was the easiest. I agree. I love it. All right, cool. So next slide. This 2 features that I really, really love. One is that it does have its own AI. I haven't necessarily used it yet, but I haven't used it yet to write a post because I can pretty much come off the top of my head, but it is great, again, for idea generation. So maybe you want to get some ideas to help you go for your post. It does have AI in its posts. So when you go to create a post, this is what it looks like on the left. And as you can see, it's really easy to just pick the different platforms that you want to post on. By the way, I'm going to quiz you all. I've been quizzing people, so someone might have heard the answer already. I was thinking about different types of content, right? There's long form, there's threads, there's articles, there's videos. What type of content goes on the most, is the best for the most platforms, if that makes sense? Anybody know? I've been thinking long and hard about this because I really want to systemize. So I'm like, what kind of content goes on, a lot?
Short form video.
That's right. Of course, Hendo gets it. Ding, ding, ding. Nobody got it so fast, but that's it. Short form goes, because as I'm doing this, I'm realizing, limitation here, can't post this kind of thing here, can't post this. Josiah, yes, writing, but no, because you can't just write on Instagram, right? Like you have to have an image, you have to have a video. Same thing with, are there any other ones where you can't, like YouTube, right? You can't post just text on YouTube. So writing is the base, though, I would say, of any kind of content, of course. Like it starts with words, right? And whether it's a script or language or writing. So yeah, for sure. But that's what I love about this tool. And I'm switching my strategy to actually focus more on shorts, because since I'm going to use this tool, I might as well maximize it by focusing on a type of content. And of course, with all this video we're creating, we can create a ton of shorts out of a 45 minutes to an hour, live stream.
I've got a question for you on the video content. What resolution are you sharing? Is it squared or
It's
portrait?
it's the portrait. That's why I'm
Okay.
saying I'm being more mindful about taking more portrait videos. Like today I was on my phone and I just did a quick screen share, because taking a video right from your phone is the perfect short form, portrait
Across
style.
everything, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Perfect.
when you have that one video, now you've got a post that you can put across all platforms.
Yeah, got you.
So we know that video is big, but short form is like, it's powerful. It packs a punch. So that's one thing I love. I had to put my hair up. It is so hot. And sorry for squinting. The sun is like, but I want to be outside, get my vitamin D. The other thing I love is the Chrome extension. Please download the Chrome extension. Tiffany, do you use the Chrome extension? This is amazing. This might be my favorite feature, because when I'm not in Buffer, when I'm in all the other places, YouTube, I'm reading an article, I'm on a website, I can, if I want that content to go into Buffer, either I want to post it or maybe I want it to be an idea or a draft, I can use the Chrome extension, just press a button and boom, it sends it to Buffer, to the idea area, or I can actually publish it. And if there's an image on the page, you can use the image in the post. It's amazing. Tiffany says she didn't know about it, but I will. Yeah, I mean, the Chrome extension that goes with this is so, so good. Even the share button from your phone. If you take a picture and you go in that photo in your phone and just click the share button, like you're going to share it to Buffer. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm creating so much more content because I have a way not to just send it to X, right? Not to just go on X and post, but as I'm consuming content throughout the day or creating content throughout the day, I'm sending it to Buffer. And then I'm taking an hour or two out of the day to go into Buffer and publish, post, schedule, plan. It's changed the game for me as far as like social media content management. And now I have the Avas trained on it. So I always train first, learn it first, and now I'm training them so you can have a team, which is great. We're doing this for clients. So we're finally taking on like social media management clients. I wanted to find the right tool first. So I love it. And I hope you all, benefit from it. It's a great way to get to the next level with your content, and get to posting every day, because it's so important. Last thing is the insights. I'm learning from Hendo, the difference between data analysis and insight. So this is really good. So any tool that gives great insights, because it's great at collecting data and analyze it and then showing it to you in a way that's easy to interpret. So that was another big reason that I chose Buffer, even though the other things I told you probably would have won me over anyway. So this is really a bonus, but it takes all of those connections you make for your social media accounts, and it's giving you an overview. So I'm just showing you here for X, but it also shows you overall, which is cool. There's some accounts I haven't figured out how to connect, so I still have to connect some accounts. Like I don't have my main Instagram account on there. I'm trying to figure that out, but I'm still new to this, but I'm loving it. So I wanted to share this with you all. I think it's great for creativity. It has the AI component in it. It's great for organization. And if you want to join my community, I do have my newsletter here. The M is grayed out, but it is .com, not .co. So if you go to AIforeducators.co, it won't work. Please put in the M. I did not highlight the whole thing. But yeah, thank you, Hendo, for the opportunity. This is great.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Question for you on it as well. Buffer looks really cool, because I think the challenge I've had previously with the different platforms, I enjoy the platforms in different ways. X always gets my most attention, which is good, but it's also bad. So by using Buffer, are you reducing your time in the app? Because obviously you're going to be doom scrolling if you're in there getting distracted.
Well, I'm a lot more focused when I'm in the app, because I'm there to reply guy, which I need to do more of, right? I'm there to DM, like manage my DM. So I'm splitting it up. When it's time for content creation and planning and ideation, I'm going into Buffer or Notion, depending on where I am. When it's time for community engagement, you know, it's like I'm showing up to the playground. That's what it is. It's like when I'm showing up, I'm showing up to play, to talk. When I'm going to LinkedIn, I'm there to connect. When I'm in Buffer, it's like work mode, and I'm creating and I'm planning. So it's just been so helpful to kind of separate the two, because it's hard to go into X sometimes in work mode because your friends are notifying you, you've got DMs, and I'm seeing Pendo and North Star posts and I want to comment, you know. So it's been nice to like split up the processes, and what I'm focused on and doing. Same thing. If I go to Instagram, I know I'm there to connect, and it's helped me actually get back on Instagram and Facebook, where I have my largest audience. So it actually makes a lot of sense to be creating some content over there.
What's the engagement like on those platforms?
Well, see, for me, it's about knowing what to post. When I post selfies and pictures of Romeo, I get great engagement, because that's what my audience wants to see. These are people that have known me since elementary school, some of them, or went to college with me. I mean, they've been in my life for decades. If I post about AI or my business, I get less engagement. But I'd rather, since we're all about community, I'd rather find a way to connect, even if it's, and you know what I thought about today? Because I told them I'm back. I'm going to post a picture of Romeo. I know that's what you all want to see. And what it did was it got me to take a picture of my child, which I haven't in a few days, you know? So it's like, it can't be a bad thing. And I posted the picture and I connected. I'm talking to my aunt, my sister. So it's a totally different level of like reconnecting that I'm actually really happy about. And now that I am building more of a personal brand, maybe I'll do better at that on Instagram, you know, and maybe like be able to pull that side in more. I don't know, but I'm slowly building back on it. Literally yesterday was my first time doing a post in months. So
Was it interesting on that image as well? You've got there's the picture of you on the right hand side. That looks like it's had the biggest reach of all of the
well,
content.
yeah, it's a selfie. That's like, I know what's going to happen when I post a selfie, but that's why I stopped doing Instagram, because I don't want to just post selfies all the time, you know? Like, I want to post other things, but I also know if I post a selfie, it's going to get engagement. So, but
Well, I guess it's a bit like X as well. If you post that, I've canceled my ChatGPT subscription for this
exactly.
new tool.
There is a hack to this, folks. By the way, first thing, I think I managed to fix Robo Alex. Let me know.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
sound
sure.
great. We
That's
got
better.
Alex back. Alex woke
Got you,
up,
folks. Ask
said, "Robo,
ChatGPT.
come
Yeah,
out."
like a quick switch. The hack is you take selfies and you talk about prompt engineering. You get them with the
Exactly.
1-2 punch because they see
Exactly.
your
That's
post. It's like,
exactly
oh,
what
it's
I
Alex
do.
drinking espresso, and then they go read the post and it's like, ha, prompt engineering tips. Gotcha. Now you're
Can
gonna
you
learn
help me
something.
do this with Romeo? How can I take a cute Romeo picture and somehow relate that to prompt engineering?
Listen, they did this geniusly. I remember, like, I basically bamboozled people with my newsletter. Like, this is what Obama thinks about AI. This was one of my
Oh
titles.
my
And people
gosh.
put it, it's like a picture of Obama. It's like, prompt engineering is not dead. Here are 5 tips. Quotation Obama. Fun fact, folks, Obama never said that. Just for you to know, he never said that. But, you know, people are like, oh, it's Obama. Gets him every time.
I don't recommend this method, folks. It works for Alex, but he's got a certain art to it. So I don't
That's it.
recommend you just jump off the edge with it. If you want to do this, go to him, learn from him.
Obama approves. Come on. Obama, he's a great man. I respect him. He would approve my
Oh
prompt
boy,
engineering, guys.
don't bring that in. I don't know. I
That's
definitely
it.
don't
I
agree with
mean,
that.
AI hallucinates. So I don't know what to say. I saw it. I'm European, by the way. I have nothing to do with American
You're
politics. But like
hallucinating
Biden,
if you say that
AI
Obama's a
hallucinates.
great man.
Well, listen,
I had
you're
But
no
going.
idea.
anyway,
I think you're talking about America as well, Alex. Are you going there pretty soon? You want to be careful about what you say.
yeah. But come to Miami. We're
I do love
welcoming. I know people are like
cheeseburgers.
scared of Florida, but look, we love the Italians, we love the Irish, the Londoners. Come on
What should I
over.
say, folks? If you have tips for New York, let me know what should I say and what should I not say in New York. Like, do people love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Is that good stuff, right? I can talk about that, right?
You can talk about anything. America it's supposed to be the land of the free. So come on over here and speak your mind. Talk about Obama. Talk about anything you want to talk about. That's what we're here for. Alex Utopia says Obama approved. What does that even mean?
Prompt engineering tips from Obama. That's what we want to see.
No,
ChatGPT
that aren't
5.
actually from Obama. I do
Obama
wonder sometimes
GPT.
if these politicians
Obama
like,
GPT.
know
That's
how to
what we
use-
want. I'm gonna
Yeah.
build it tonight.
Do it. Obama
Do you
GPT.
think they
Obama
know how to
GPT.
use AI? Do you wonder that if like the very powerful people in the world like know
Come
how to
on.
use Chat GPT?
Yeah, oh, no,
I think not. I think not. Like Italian politicians, zero. They're like, oh, ChatGPT. Yeah, it's great stuff.
That's my favorite when people are like, I can't stand Chat GBD. Like I'm like, you're probably using the wrong thing. If you're using Chat GBD, then it's not going to be good. Josiah says, "Lol." We
Oh,
love the lol.
we love a good lol.
Lol.
So, Alex, what's going on? You're going to Imagine AI NYC. Tell
Yes,
us about
sir. So everybody, if you want to join, I don't know if they have tickets remaining, probably not. But I'm gonna be in New York, so if you want to grab espresso with me, you can find me there from the 10th to the 14th. I'm gonna go looking for the best pizza in town. I'm gonna do
Yes.
workshops to help people learn more AI in 1 day than 1 year, and it's gonna be a great time if I manage to arrive there safely and not die of heat because I'm wearing like a black blazer with a black shirt with black long pants, black shoes.
It's very
with a
hot up
golden
there. I
tie.
just want you to know. My dad lives up there and he's like, it's so hot, I'm not going anywhere today. So please come dressed appropriately. That
I'll
all
ask
black.
GPT for some tips, like for some, how can I fight the temperature? Or Obama GPT, how can I fight this this temperature? It's gonna be great, I hope.
I'm so scared. Your content scares me. I'm scared of Obama GPT.
I'm scared
I
of
It's
it.
don't know what
great.
that will
It's
do.
great. Don't worry about it.
It's gonna like drop bombs on countries.
Jeffrey Banks is saying that New York makes a strong case for the best pizza in the world. Yeah, I've had
It's
some.
true.
Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute, Jeffrey. Let's not get political here. Let's not get political.
Right. Jeffrey's bringing in the politics with the best pizza. Jeffrey, come on. You know we try to keep it peaceful.
They took it from the
it's-
Neapolitans. They took it from the Neapolitans,
but
of course. Or the
they
Italian
perfected
immigrants who
it.
brought
They
it.
perfected
I thought
it.
pizza was
I'm out of
invented
here.
in New
I'm
York.
out
wasn't
of
it?
here. folks.
And if it's not out of a window, like out of a sketchy window, like
That's the
with
best.
if you can walk in, like it's probably not the best. You
Yeah,
got to
it's
get it
out
out
of
of
the window.
someone's window.
My sister used to live there years ago, and we just used to walk around Brooklyn, and we go to the hole in the wall and get a can of the Pepsi or whatever, and it's
Pop.
sliced.
No, I'm just kidding.
On to the next one. Another
Oh,
slice.
that's true. Some soda with pizza is
Yeah.
like, oh, look, Jeffrey, this is so true. He says the water quality is what makes it outstanding. They have a perfect quality of, oh, okay, this is a new word. Do you know about
Ferris
this word?
water. Ferris.
Ferris. I have never heard of Ferris water. Jeffrey,
What a
please.
man of culture. Like, I really appreciate the culture, Jeffrey, who explains us the
too.
quantity of
I know.
iron, I guess, in the water. Like, does it taste like
love
iron
it.
in New
But
York? Like,
New
well, I'm
York really
confused now.
does have the best water. It tastes so, that whole area, New Hampshire, the best water you'll ever taste in your life. It tastes like, it almost has a sweetness to it. And that's why they say the bagels and the pizza are so good in New York, because that water in the dough, you can't replicate it. I'm telling you.
Interesting
thing.
flex for the New Yorkers.
There's sugar in the water. That's what's going on.
Hack.
It's sweet water.
Sweet water.
Coming from the
hack.
mountains.
Are there mountains in New York? Wait a minute, I'm confused.
yeah.
now.
Yeah. In Manhattan, there's mountains.
You
at
don't
the
even
top.
have to go very far. Yeah.
I know nothing
Look,
about
here we
it.
go. I was
I know
waiting for
nothing at all.
Jeffrey's. I was waiting for Jeffrey's. Ferris refers to iron ratio of the water. It's why the bagels are so good too. There you go.
See,
Voila.
drop
The
of the alpha.
fact of the week. Give us the good people our contacts, folks. Did we already do that part? I think not yet, right?
Well, we can
Yeah.
do it again. It's nice and easy. Thank you all for joining us. This has been Get AI Creative, episode 9. We're getting better, but we're trying to improve each episode 1% better. That's the plan. So we do this once a week on Tuesdays. Myself and Christelle do a show on X called Daybreak. We are going live tomorrow. You can find us over there. And what else we got going on this week? We've got Spaces on X, Thursday and Friday. Alex, are you going to be on Spaces when you're in New York?
Probably not. I would just love to enjoy a bit the offline life. I'm gonna do a lot of offline things, so probably not. I don't know, but it's gonna be cool because gonna be in the same time zone, right? So when people put it at like 10 a.m. in the morning, I'm actually gonna be there at 10 a.m., which is great.
The whole world revolves around Eastern. Don't say that because we
New
already
York
feel that
time.
way. So,
Well,
well,
that's
I'm
interesting.
hosting a space. I'd love to share if that's cool. We have a
Go.
space every Friday, 2 p.m. AI Friday. It's a lot of fun. And this week we're talking about superhuman intelligence because people over here worried about, super intelligence with AI, but we should think about superhuman intelligence and what that means. So that's Friday. Every Friday we do AI Friday for the Edu Creator community on X, 2 p.m. Eastern. And you all are welcome to join. Hendo is co-host, and I believe Cordell's going to be co-host. And I think Cordell is going to be our special guest tomorrow, right?
Cordell
So
is our
we've got-
special guest tomorrow. Yeah, looking
it's
forward to sharing.
Cordell time. He is
Cordell time.
shining. Awesome.
He's rocking it.
Thank you, Tiffany. It's been great to have you. Thank you for all your engagement. Alex, Jeffrey, everyone, Josiah.
Jeffrey's got the alpha.
All right.
Thank you all
Hot
for
takes on
joining us.
Friday.
We shall be back next week. Thank you all. Enjoy your week. This has been
See
Get
ya.
AI Creative. See ya.
Ciao.